Have you ever wondered why the Woodlands has 9 villages instead of just being one big neighborhood like most communities? It's actually a brilliant story that goes back over 50 years, and understanding it could help you make a much smarter decision about where to buy. If you're looking to move to the best place to live in the country, stay with me for the full story because this structure still shapes home values, lifestyle options, and investment potential today. I'm Cristobal with Agape Real Estate Group. My family and I live right here in the Woodlands. I'm a real estate investor who became an agent. I look at homes very differently, and on this channel, I keep it real about life, faith, and real estate so you can make confident decisions, not emotional ones. My mission is faith driven to serve every client and viewer with empathy, integrity, and genuine care. Today, we are answering a question I get asked all the time from people relocating here and investors looking at North Houston. Why does the Woodlands have these 9 separate villages? And more importantly, which one might be the right for you? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand not just the history, but how this village structure influences lifestyle options and long-term value. Let's get started. Okay, the vision behind it all. George Mitchell. To understand the village concept, you first have to understand the man behind it, George Mitchell. George wasn't a typical real estate developer. He was a Houston oil and gas engineer and one of the most forward-thinking planners Texas has ever produced. He's widely known for pioneering modern hydraulic fracturing, earning him the title Father of Fracking. But his proudest achievement wasn't energy, it was the Woodlands. In 1960s, George Mitchell looked at Houston and saw rapid growth without long-term planning. He believed communities could be designed with more intention, balance, and sustainability. In 1964, he purchased 2,800 acres from the Grogan Cochrane Lumber Company. Over the next decade, through more than 300 transactions, he assembled over 20,000 acres with a clear vision to create a master plan community where people could live, work, learn, and enjoy life while preserving the natural environment. Here's what made George different. He wasn't just building houses to sell. He was building a hometown. And what that hometown needed was structure. It needed identity. It needed community. And that's where the village concept came in. Why the villages? The small town feel in a big community. Creating the atmosphere of a small hometown was incredibly important to George Mitchell. He didn't want the Woodlands to feel like one massive suburban sprawl. He wanted residents to feel connected to their neighbors, to walk along peaceful pathways, to visit local businesses, and have everything they need within a short distance of their home. He created the Woodlands, a master planned community composed of residential villages, each featuring its own unique identity, village-centered and community spirit. The idea was simple but powerful. Instead of one giant anonymous suburb, you'd have distinct neighborhoods where people actually knew each other. Each village would have a grocery store, restaurant shops, and services so residents wouldn't have to drive across town for everyday needs. The villages will be connected by trails and green belts, surrounded by preserved forests, and designed to feel intimate even as the overall community grew. This wasn't just good planning, this was revolutionary in 1974. And 50 years later, the Woodland has grown to over 100 120,000 residents, nearly 72,000 employees, and approximately 2,600 businesses. But that village structure remains intact. And that's how the woodland villages are different from typical subdivisions. Now let's talk about the 9 villages and let's have a quick overview. Let me walk you through the best woodland villages guide so you can understand the options better from your point of view. Starting with Grogan's Mill, this village was opened in 1974 as the first village. At the grand opening, fewer than 40 families live here. Today is the most established village with mature trees, larger lots, and homes going from the 200,000s to over 4 million in the states of Grogan's Point. Grogan's Mill is the oldest village and has the fewer restrictions, making it appealing for investors interested in renovating or rebuilding. The TPC Country Club, which hosts the Prosperity Invitational Golf Tournament, it's also located here. The $16.5 million renovation of the Grogan's Mills Village Center began in August of 2024 and has now been completed. The library and community center are officially open to the public. Panther Creek came next in 1976, the second village built. My family and I actually live in Panther Creek. My wife loves the location. It's close to North Shore, close to the back of the Woodlands, and convenient access to the freeway. It's highly desired because of its central location with easy access to I-45 and the town center area. You will find exclusive neighborhoods here like West Isle and the Cove. You can also find the older YMCA in Panther Creek. Cochran's Crossing opened in 1983. It's actually spelled Cochrans, but it's pronounced Cochrane. Just so you know, this village is home to one side of the Woodlands Country Club and offers a really solid mix of housing options. From long-term ownership perspective, it's well positioned and nicely balanced. Indian Springs opened in 1984. The Indian Springs Village Center opened in 2003. It's a well-established area with convenient access to shopping and services. Aldenbridge opened in 1994 and is one of the largest villages in the Woodlands. It's located in the northwest section and features the Aldenbridge Park, which is the largest park in the Woodlands with pool, basketball courts, tennis court, picnic areas, fishing, and a skateboard track. The newest HEB opened here back in 2011 on FM 1488. Housing options here tend to offer good value, making it attractive for families and investors. College Park opened in 1995, home to Lone Star College and Sam Houston State University's campus. This village has great access to education facilities and a strong sense of community. But having said that, it's also important to mention that College Park is not contiguous to all the villages and it's on the other side of I-45. Town Center began taking place in early 2000s as the Woodlands Commercial and Mixed-Use District. This area includes the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, Hughes Landing, the Waterway, and East Shore, the residential neighborhood along Lake Woodlands. It's also where high-density residential projects are concentrated, including the Ritz-Carlton Residences condominiums, currently under development. Unlike the more traditional residential villages, housing here is primarily condos, townhomes, and mixed-use developments designed around walkability and proximity to offices, dining, and entertainment. Sterling Ridge opened in 1999, with its village center opening in 2001. This is a newer area with beautiful homes and good amenities. There's a YMCA here that opened in 2003. You also get a lot of gated communities and super high-end houses in this village. Plus, Sterling Ridge also comes with a golf course, a big plus if golf is part of your lifestyle. Carlton Woods opened in 2000 and represents the luxury side of the Woodlands. We are talking multi-million-dollar homes, gated security, a golf course living. Carlton Woods is made of two sections, the original Carlton Woods and the newer Carlton Woods Creekside, both known for absolutely stunning homes. And finally, we have Creekside Park. This village opened on October 19, 2007, exactly 33 years after the Woodlands' original opening, and is the newest and ninth village within the community. Creekside is distinct in that it's located in Harris County, while all the other villages are in Montgomery County. Properties in this area are zoned to Tomball Independent School District rather than Conroe ISD, which is an important detail for buyers comparing options. The Creekside Park Village Center opened in 2015 and includes an HEB, retail, dining options, and a central green space used for community events, and a Cinepolis Luxury Cinemas. Which of these 9 villages aligns with what you are looking in terms of location, housing options, and long-term goals? Drop it in the comments. I'm happy to share price ranges, information about villages, amenities, and general market considerations. And if you'd like to explore your options further, scan the QR code on your screen to schedule a consultation. We'll walk you through the data and find the right fit based on your criteria. What this village structure means for buyers and investors? Now, here's where this becomes practical. When you really understand the Woodlands Villages comparison, you stop making emotional decisions and start making informed strategic ones. If your focus is affordability with upside, Grogan's Mill deserves a closer look. This area offers older homes at a lower entry points, often with opportunity for renovation or redevelopment. In certain cases, buyers have expanded square footage or rebuilt entirely. Properties with golf course frontage in particular tend to support strong long-term values when repositioned correctly. If you prefer established areas with a central location, Panther Creek and Cochran's Crossing offer a balanced option. You're close to major roads, shopping and services, while still enjoying a thoughtfully planned residential layout. If newer construction and larger floor plans and park access are higher on your list, Alden Bridge provides strong value without reaching the premium pricing found in higher-end communities. Sterling Bridge is also frequently considered because of its wide range of housing options, including gated sections, the golf course proximity, features that many buyers evaluate when thinking long-term. If luxury is a priority and budget flexibility is there, Carlton Woods sits at the top of the market, known for the gated access, detailed architecture, and golf-oriented design. East Shore is another standout, offering waterfront estates, walkability to town center, and even distinctive Victorian-style homes that are unique within the Woodlands. And here's what ties all of this together. One of the key benefits of living in the Woodlands villages is how each area is designed to keep everyday needs, grocery, dining, services close by, while still connecting the entire community through more than 220 miles of trails and green belts. The investment perspective, why this matters in 2026. For investors and buyers evaluating the Woodlands, Texas housing options, here's what matters heading into 2026. The Woodlands passed a major milestone recently, the 50th year anniversary, and it shows in the data. After 5 decades, this is a community with a proven track record of long-term appreciation, thoughtful planning, and consistent reinvestment. Today, the area represents roughly $27.9 billion in real estate value, according to Howard Hughes Corporation. One reason the Woodlands continue to stand out is its commitments to balance. About 35% of the community is permanently preserved as green space, including more than 150 parks, 220 miles of trails, which helps maintain its forest character, even as development continued back in the day. In 2022, The Woodlands also became the largest master plan community in the world to receive the LEED pre-certification from the US Green Building Council, reinforcing the long-term environment vision established by George Mitchell. That vision is still moving forward today. Luxury development is expanding with the Ritz-Carlton residences overlooking Lake Woodlands. Grogan's Mill continues to see reinvestment, including the completed Village Center renovation and the newly opened $16.5 million Montgomery County Library and Community Center, now fully operational and serving the public. All of this matters in 2026 because it signals stability, reinvestment, and long-term demand, not speculation. If you want to break down how this translates into pricing, resale dynamics, or investment strategy within specific villages, let's talk. I'm happy to walk you through the numbers to help you evaluate your options with clarity. Finding your village the right fit for your next move. Is the Woodlands worth buying into? In most cases, yes. The real question is which village aligns with your priorities. For those relocating to Texas and evaluating established master plan communities, the Woodlands consistently ranks near the top due to its infrastructure, amenities, and long-term planning. For buyers focused on appreciation and value positioning, areas such as Grogan's Mill, Alden Bridge present a range of price point options and ownership strategies worth analyzing. What matters most is understanding that each village functions differently by design. That wasn't accidental, it was intentional. George Mitchell envisioned a community where variety, planning, and long-term sustainability work together. 5 decades later, this approach has produced one of the most durable and successful master plan communities in the US. If you want to break down which village makes sense based on data, not hype, I'm happy to walk you through it with you. Let's look at the numbers, the layouts, and the long-term outlook together. If you are considering the Woodlands, whether you're relocating, investing, or planning your next chapter, I would be honored to help you navigate this community. You will find my contact information below, and you can also scan the code to schedule a quick call or consultation. At Agape Real Estate Group, our mission is simple: to serve with trust, professionalism, and integrity so you can make confident decisions with peace of mind. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos about the Woodlands, Conroe, Magnolia, Tumble, and Spring. And I will leave you with this. And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to the God the Father through Him. Thanks for watching. Nos vemos en el próximo video. Until then, make your next move bring you peace, purpose, and a fresh start in the right place.